Lifecycle of JSP in Jakarta server pages. Here you can see the lifecycle of JSP. Java server pages lifecycle is defined as a process that started with its creation, which later translated into a servlet, and forward the servlet lifecycle comes into. Afterwards, the servlet lifecycles come into play. This is how the process goes until its destruction. The following steps are involved in the JSP lifecycle. Translation of JSP page into a servlet, step 1. Step 2, the compilation of JSP page step 2, compilation of JSP page, compilation of JSP into test.java, class loading test.java into test class, instantiation test.java objects of the generated servlet is created, initialization JSP underscore dot init, method is invoked by the container. Step 6, request processing underscore JSP service method is invoked by the container. Step 7, JSP cleanup, JSP destroy method is invoked by the container. We can now override JSP init method and JSP destroy method, but we cannot override underscore JSP service method. Translation of JSP page to servlet. This is the first step of JSP lifecycle. This translation phases deals with the syntactic corrections of JSP. Here the test.jsp file is translated into test.java. Compilation of JSP, first is compilation of JSP page. Here the generated Java servlet test.java is compiled into a class file, test.class. Class loading, the class loader loads the Java class file into a memory. Then loaded class can then be used to serve incoming request for the JSP page. Step 3, the instantiation. Here the instance of the class is generated. The container manages one or more instances by providing responses to request. Initialization, JSP init method is called only once during the lifecycle immediately after generation of servlet instance from JSP. The 5, request processing, JSP underscore service method is underscore JSP service method is used to serve and the raised request by the JSP. It takes request and response object as parameters. This method cannot be overridden. JSP cleanup. 6 is JSP cleanup. In order to remove JSP from the use of the container or to destroy the method for servlets, JSP destroy method is used. This method is called once. If you need to perform any cleanup task like closing open files or releasing database connections, JSP destroy method can be overridden. Here the client is connected to JSP and JSP is connected to JSP translator. JSP translator is connected to the servlet. Here the .java file, and servlet is connected to compiler and compiler is connected to class file. Here the class file here the class file, and here the initialization. JSP init method is inside initialization. JSP init is connected to underscore JSP service, which is in the main logic, and here the request and response inside the request lifecycle, and request is connected to response via underscore JSP service method, and underscore JSP service method is connected to JSP destroy, and JSP destroy is inside shutdown. Then the class file is connected to JRE, and JRE is connected to the servlet object, and servlet object is connected to buffer dynamic content, and buffer is connected to the client. Now this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching it.